Hello, basketball fans. Marty Nicely along with Kevin Tierney here. And all you need to say is Gatlinburg Pittman, Pigeon Forge. Throw out the records, throw out the classifications, doesn't matter. When Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge play, it's heated. The rivalry is there. It's going to be a great game. First time these two teams played as we get ready for tip-off. Gatlinburg Pittman girls won by 6. Tip is up, controlled by Pigeon Forge. Gatlinburg, long three-point shot is up and good. Number 10, Ida Parton with the basket. GP quickly to Bales at the top of at the foul line. Hits the cutter, Moore along the baseline, and she's fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw is up and good. Second one, good. GP jumps into a 2-2-1 zone press. Ball stolen by Bales. Bales step through, shots up, no good. Rebound. Henry will bring it back to the top of the key, reset. Pigeon Forge in zone. High post to Bales. Bales, Moore along the baseline. Wants to come back to Henry, gets it to her. They reverse it, McCarty, bounce pass in the paint. Bales, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Smith, no good. Loser with the ball, and that is Looser, Looser is her name, so I'm not calling her a name here. Out of bounds, GP ball on the turnover. Pigeon Forge shows a half-court trap. Here comes the trap. Throw the ball over the top to Henry. Baseline intended for Smith, intercepted. Pigeon Forge comes the other way. Shot from the corner is up, in, out, no good. Bales with the rebound. Bales spins into the paint. Jump shot from in front is up and good. Pigeon Forge against full court pressure. McClure with the ball. Over to, and folks, I'm having a hard time with these Pigeon Forge numbers. That ball's going to go out of bounds. That was 15, Carly Roach. So GP, Henry with the ball. 1-2-2, half-court trap. McCarty gets the ball back to Henry. Into Bales. Bales, turnaround jump shot. Baseline is up and good. GP out to a 6-3 lead. Ball's intercepted by Moore. Great defense by Kennedy Smith that time. Moore, bounce past McCarty. Back to Bales. Back to McCarty. Three-point shot is on the way. Is no good. Smith, rebound, goes up, no good. Battled for. Pigeon Forge comes out with it. Number 5, that's Morgan McClure with the shot, no good. Henry with the rebound, run out up to Moore. Skip pass, Kennedy Smith. Moore saves it there. Ball almost stolen by Pigeon Forge. They reverse the ball. McCarty back to Henry. Bounce pass intended for Kennedy Smith. Out of bounds will be Pigeon Forge ball. Pigeon Forge with the ball. And again, I'm having a hard time with the numbers on the front of the jerseys. I can see the back better. Pass by Parton, deflected out of bounds by GP. The ball will stay with Pigeon Forge. Just underway here, first quarter. 5:05 left to go. GP leads 6-3. GP man-to-man. Somebody didn't go out and get her. So there's a three-point play from Morgan McClure, and it's a tie game, 6-6. McCarty to Bales, to Henry. Back to Moore. Henry, three-point shot is on the way. Is banked in, good. Or as Sophie's dad would say, the bank is open. Double team. Pigeon Forge gets it. Pull-up jump shot's going to be short. Rebound Bales. Bales. Smith down to Henry. Back to Moore, top of the key, dribbles into the paint. Nice bounce pass into Bales. Misses a shot, gets a rebound, no good. Smith with the rebound, good. GP stays man-to-man. Roach with the ball. Back to Nas. Intended for McKinney, stolen by Henry. Henry, Bales, jump shot in the paint is good. And GP makes some substitutions here. Into the lineup, number 42, Taylor Reed. 34, Bailey Lane. You saw the replay there. GP beating Pigeon Forge on the offensive boards. And we've got a question at the scores table over here. The official over there. Here's another replay. Henry, that's the bank shot. There's the jump shot from Bales. Whatever it was, score stays the same, so it wasn't a scoring error. 13-6. Gatlinburg Pittman with the lead. McClure with the ball. Comes to Roach. Roach drives in the paint, kicks it in the corner. Three-point shot on the way is short. Rebound saved by McCarty, stolen back by Pigeon Forge, out of bounds off the Forge. It will be Gatlinburg Pittman ball. Good crowd, and crowd still coming in as you would expect from a Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg game. McCarty to throw it in. Ball comes into Bales. Jump ball, possession arrow. It will stay with Gatlinburg Pittman. McCarty into Bales. Turn around. Tries to get it into Reed. Back out to Moore. McCarty at the point. McCarty drives, cut off, gives it to Moore. Over to Lane. Lane, baseline. Reed tries to get it to Bales, cutting down the lane. It's kicked out of bounds by Pigeon Forge, so GP will maintain control on their own basket. McCarty to throw it in. McCarty missed Moore. Finally gets it into Lane. GP resets. McCarty to Moore. Bounce past Bales. Bales jump shot. Up and good. She has 8 from all basically about 8 to 10 feet from the basket. Hensley shots up and good. There's 2 Hensleys. That's Regan Hensley. 15-8, Gatlinburg Pittman with the lead. Lane into Bales. Fouled, but she gets it back. No call. McCarty baseline Moore. Skip pass Bales, baseline Reed. Shot is up by Taylor Reed. Good. Nas with the ball, cut off. In the paint to number 5, McClure for the basket. Good. 17-10, Lady Highlanders lead. 1:38 left to go, first quarter. Lane traveled. And Kennedy Smith and Sophie Henry will come back into the lineup for GP. Taylor Reed will stay. Bales will go to the bench for a breather. And the officials conferring again. GP in a zone this time, a 1-2-2 zone. 3 left alone, 3-point shots on the way and goes good. That was number 10, Parton again, her second 3 of the game. Lane, back to Henry, reverse it to Moore. Lane, 3-point shots on the way, no good. Rebound out of bounds off GP, it will be Pigeon Forge ball. Here was the replay. GP goes in the zone, but then they step back and left alone. She can shoot the 3. Nas with the ball to McClure. Back to Nas. Baseline, Nas. Saved. Running one-hander Parton is no good, but they call a foul on the shot. So number 10, Iva Parton, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Pigeon Forge. Free throw is up and good. Number 35, Bettis, Eliza Bettis in the lineup for GP. Second free throw, Parton is good. She has 8. Pigeon Forge has 15, closed it to 2 points. That ball's out of bounds off GP. Pigeon Forge ball. Pigeon Forge trailed 17-8 on a 7-0 run here. GP goes back man to man. Pick and roll, shots up, no good, but she's fouled. Oldest play in basketball and still one of the most successful. Number 35, Morgan Hembry, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is no good. She'll have the second. 25 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Second one is no good. Battle for Pigeon Forge comes down with it, put it back up and good by, I believe, number 11. 13 seconds. Baseline, Bettis. Up top, Henry. Reverse it to McCarty. They want to get the ball in Bell's hands. She's at the elbow on the wing now. 3-point shot, long one, is on the way, no good. So that's the end of the first quarter with the score. We have a tie game, 17-17 for Pigeon Forge. McClure with 5, Parton with 8, Looser with 2, Hensley with 2 for their 17. For GP, Shelby Moore with 2, Sophie Henry with 3, Ivy Bales with 8, Kennedy Smith with 2, Taylor Reed with 2. Lady Highlanders come into tonight's game a record of 15-6 overall, 6-2 in the district. Second place behind Northview, who has clinched the district title. We mentioned last time these two teams played, close game. GP defeated Pigeon Forge 59-53. It will be Pigeon Forge ball as we begin the second quarter. Roach with the ball to Hembry. Looser drives, gives it to Parton cutting, ball stolen. Bales comes out with it. Bales bounce pass to McCarty. McCarty baseline jump shot is up and good. McCarty's first 2 points. GP back into full court pressure. McKinney with the ball. Over to Roach. Roach comes off a screen, drives. Has her pass deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Pigeon Forge. Roach to throw it in. Shot is up, no good. Hembry rebound, goes up, and she's fouled. Fouled by McCarty, so Hembry will go back to the line. She's 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Free throw, good. Second one, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Smith. Over to Bales. Pigeon Forge stays zone. Moore cut off. Henry gets the ball over to McCarty. Pigeon Forge really hustling out front. There's a nice bounce pass into Smith, back to Bales. GP will have to pop some threes, but they get the ball into Bales. Dumps it down to Smith, and her shot is blocked from behind. Pigeon Forge comes out with it. Ball goes to Hembry. Over to McKinney. Running one-hander's no good. Moore with the rebound. Moore. Kennedy Smith, jumper. No good. Pigeon Forge rebound. Lob pass into Hembry. Overthrown. McCarty comes out with it. GP running. McCarty cut off. Gives the ball down to Moore. Jump shot is no good. Bales rebound, no good, but she's fouled on the putback. So Ivy Bales will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Here's the replay. Bales gets the rebound, goes up and is hammered. So Ivy with the free throw. First one is no good. Bales, second one is good. GP, full court pressure. There's the trap. The ball back to Hensley. Hensley to Roach. GP man-to-man now. Sophie Henry guarding Parton. Jump shot is on the way, no good. Moore with the rebound. GP in the front court. Pass to Henry. Over to Henry. That's Sophie and Riley Henry now in the lineup. Skip pass, Henry. Sophie Henry, three-point shot on the way is good. Pigeon Forge is concentrating so hard on keeping the ball away from Bales and Smith in the paint that those outside shots are going to be open some. Ball overthrown against the press, turnover Pigeon Forge, GP with the ball. Henry, back to Henry. Moore, baseline to Smith, goes into Bales. Bales jump shot from in front is good. And Pigeon Forge asked for timeout. When GP is patient and they work the ball, when they get the ball to Bales in the paint, she's not missed except when she was fouled tonight, I don't think. Ivy has 11 points of GP's 25. Timeout. See the GP huddle there. Head coach Katie Moore, assisted by Haley Warner, Megan Pittman, Hagen Sims, and Ralph Kidd. Next to last home game tonight here for the regular season. GP will host the district tournament this year, so there will be tournament action here at Gatlinburg-Pittman. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little later. Bailey McDowell into the lineup for GP. Pull-up jump shot is good by Nas. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Pigeon Forge ball. 25-20. GP leads just in the second quarter here. Ball stolen, overthrown. Smith over to McDowell. McDowell will go back to Henry, over to Moore. Bales comes out to get the ball. Splits two defenders. Jump shot just inside foul line is no good. Rebound Moore. Goes up from in front. No good. Kennedy Smith rebound. Goes back up. Good. (27-20) GP with the lead. Hensley with the ball. Over to Roach. Roach drives baseline and up and under. Shot is no good. Moore with the rebound. 3:10 left to go second quarter. Moore over to Riley Henry. Goes to McDowell. Back to Henry. Over to Moore. Baseline Smith. Back out Henry. Henry drives, kicks it to McDowell. Goes into Smith, turnaround jump shot from in front is good. Really nice patience by the Lady Highlanders and good ball movement. There's an offensive foul, a charge. Bailey McDowell takes the charge. Here's the replay. She got popped right in the face. Henry in the front court to McDowell. Goes into Moore, back to Henry. Bales. Goes back to McDowell. Moore at the foul line. Moore goes out to the wing this time. Three-point shot's on the way, is no good. Pigeon Forge with the rebound. Hensley. Up court to Roach. Roach, three-point shot is on the way, is good. GP can't let them get their feet set. Henry over to Moore. Back to Moore. Baseline. Smith deflected, but Henry gets it back. That goes into Bales. She brings it back out. They called a double dribble. I think that ball might have been slapped, but here's the previous three-point play for Pigeon Forge. Got her feet set, lined up, drained it. Shots up and good. That time they let her drive the baseline. GP a couple of defensive lapses. Henry saves that. Back out to Sophie Henry. Over to Moore. Into Bales. Dumps it down low. Reed saves it. Baseline. Riley Henry. No good. 29-25. 45 seconds left to go till halftime. Shot is no good. Rebound Bales. Bales bounce pass into Moore. Goes up, no good, but she's fouled. So Shelby will go to the free throw line. Shelby with 2 points tonight, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, does not have a field goal. Free throw is up and good. 31 seconds left to go. We will keep it here at halftime for a performance by the GP dance team. Second one, good. Pigeon Forge across the timeline. Roach gives it over to McKinney. Comes off a screen and drains it. That was number 21, Nas. 4-point lead for GP, 7 seconds left to go. Moore drives baseline, jump shot is up, no good. Rebound put up and no good by Henry. And that's going to be the end of a hard-fought first half. GP stretched the lead out to 6 or 8 points, then Pigeon Forge would cut it back down. At halftime, it's Lady Highlanders 31, Pigeon Forge 27. Enjoy the performance by the dance team. We'll be back with first half point totals and second half action. Marty Nicely back here at halftime along with Kevin Tierney, where Gatlinburg-Pittman Lady Highlanders lead Pigeon Forge 31-27. For Pigeon Forge, Morgan McClure with 5, Iva Parton with 8, Maddie Loser with 2, Carly Roach with 5, Ann Nas with 4, Regan Hensley with 2, Morgan Hembry with 1. Pigeon Forge scores 17 points first quarter, 10 the second quarter for their 27. For Gatlinburg-Pittman, Shelby Moore with 4, held without a field goal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Sophie Henry has 6 on 2 threes. Sydney McCarty 2. Ivy Bales 11, 8 in the first quarter, held to 3 in the second quarter. Kennedy Smith with 6. GP scores 17 points first quarter, 14 the second for their 31. Remember, you can see these rebroadcasts on channel 193 Charter Cable anywhere in Sevier County, or on your computer, GATTV, GATTV.com. Find basketball, probably still find football, and a lot of other really interesting stuff. If you're interested in having copies or DVDs of any of these particular games, call Kevin Tierney at 604-7017 and make arrangements with him. He'll be glad to make you copies. Gatlinburg-Pittman will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Henry, McCarty, Bales, Smith, and Moore, the starters. Ball goes into Bales. Gives it to Moore. Moore comes back out, gets it back to Henry. They reverse it to McCarty. GP really wanting to get the ball to Ivy Bales. Ball goes in the paint, McCarty, baseline Moore. Moore doubled up. They call 3 seconds on her. It'll be Pigeon Forge ball. Pigeon Forge doing a very good job of taking Moore out of the game right now as far as field goals go. GP full court pressure. Hensley into McKinney. Back to Carly Roach. Good. That's her second 3. It's a 1-point game. GP leads 31-30. Ball goes to Moore. Back to Henry. Morris, baseline, cut off, wheels back out to McCarty. Pull-up jump shot. Good. McCarty has 4. GP leads by 3. Roach with the ball. Backdoor cut, and she walked, and they didn't call. She took way too many steps, but the basket by McKinney on a nice back cut. Ball goes into Smith, out to Bales, baseline. McCarty, jump shot is no good. McClure with the rebound, out to Hensley. 3-point shot from Parton is on the way and is good. And for the first time tonight, Pigeon Forge leads 35-33. McCarty drives, baseline, bounce pass Moore, jumper from in front is good. And timeout is asked for by GP. With timeout, tie game. And I think that's a little bit of what Coach Moore called the timeout. She's not been happy with GP's defense. 6:02 left to go here in the third quarter. Pigeon Forge ball. Number 15, Roach with the ball. GP in man-to-man. Ball almost stolen. It is stolen by McCarty on a run out. Shots up and good. McCarty has 6. Roach goes to Hensley. Left alone, three-point shot is up and good. Number 5, Morgan McClure. GP cannot leave the three-point shooters unattended like that. Nice pass intended inside for Smith, deflected out of bounds by Pigeon Forge. GP will throw the ball in under their own basket. Ball comes into Bales from in front, good. GP by 1, 39-38. Parton with the ball, guarded by Henry. Left alone again. This time three-point shot is off. They're leaving Morgan McClure alone. Don't know whether that's by design or accident. Henry left alone. Three-point shot is no good. Backside rebound. And I think Kennedy Smith's going to be called for a reach-in. Roach will bring the ball up. Ball goes into Hensley. McKinney over to Parton. Beautiful move, number 15, Carly Roach with the basket. Pigeon Forge goes up by 1, 40-39. Pigeon Forge stays in their zone. Jump shot, Bales is good. She has 15, GP by 1. Back and forth game here. Hensley, jump shot from the elbow is no good. Bales with the rebound. Bales gets it off to Moore. Moore thought about the three, passed it up, drives into the paint. Up and under shot is good. Moore has 8 now. Parton with the ball for Pigeon Forge. Left alone again. McClure drains it. I'm not sure. It's almost like they're intentionally giving her that shot, and she's hit 2 threes this quarter. We'll have to watch that. McCarty drives in close. Jump shot is no good. Pigeon Forge with the rebound. Tie game, 43 all. Ball stolen by Bales. Bales, pull-up jump shot is no good, but she's fouled by Hensley. So Bales will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Here's the replay. Got hit pretty good right there on the wrist. So Bales to shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 on the night from the free throw line. Make that 2 of 3. Nas into the lineup for Parton on the Pigeon Forge side. Riley Henry in the game for Sophie Henry on for GP. Bales makes both free throws. And GP leads by 2. GP goes man-to-man full court pressure this time. Three-point from Hensley is no good. Bales with the rebound. Bales into the paint. Kicks it out more behind the three-point line. Shot is up and good. Nice pass from Bales. Brought the defense to it. Kicked to her. Kicked it out to the open shooter on the wing. McClure left alone again, drains another 3. She's hit 3 threes this quarter. Ball goes to McCarty, baseline. Smith tries to get it to Bales, stolen by Pigeon Forge. McClure gets it over to Nas. Nas guarded by Riley Henry. McClure left alone, drains it again. I don't know. GP's going to have to change their defense up. What's happening? Ivy Bales is guarding her, and Ivy is not leaving the paint. McClure's going out behind the three-point line. I guess we had a replay, and I missed it, but Bales is guarding her. Here it is. Look for GP to change that up, but McClure was left alone that quarter, and she hit 4 threes, 12 points that quarter, single-handedly. Kept Pigeon Forge in the game, and at this point, a 1-point lead over GP. 1:47 left to go, third quarter. Taylor Reed into the lineup for Gatlinburg-Pittman. GP still one player short on the floor, only has 4 players. McCarty comes back on the floor. Henry over to Moore. Over to McCarty. 2-point shot is on the way, is good. McCarty has 6 this quarter. GP leads by 1. And then they call a foul on Sophie Henry. I'm not sure about that. Ball comes into Hembry. In the corner, three-pointer is on the way. It's good. I'm not sure who that is. That was 15. That one was Roach. So Pigeon Forge with their largest lead of the night, I think, 2 points. Moore drives, intended for McCarty, stolen by Pigeon Forge. Long three-point shot is no good, out of bounds. It will be Gatlinburg-Pittman ball. .37 seconds left to go, third quarter. Sophie Henry with this defense is going to have to take some threes too, because that's the shot that's open. They are so intent on keeping the ball out of Ivy Bell's hands. Pass intercepted. Pigeon Forge with the ball, leading by 2. Ball comes to Nas. Six seconds. Nas drives, goes into Reed, but the foul's going to be called on Taylor Reed. So with 3.3 seconds left to go, Nas will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. Second one, no good. Battled for. Bales comes down with it. Could not get the shot off before the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Pigeon Forge, their largest lead of the night, 53-50. For Pigeon Forge, McClure with 17 points, 12 of them in that quarter on 4 3-pointers. Parton with 11. Loser with 2. McKinney with 2. Roach with 13. Nas with 5. Hensley with 2. GP Shelby Moore with 11. Sophie Henry with 6. Sydney McCarty with 8. Ivy Bales with 17. Kennedy Smith with 6. Pigeon Forge with, yeah, we'll get the point totals in that quarter. Fourth quarter underway. Roach with the ball. Comes out to Hembry. There's a travel. Pigeon Forge stays the zone. Henry over to McCarty. Moore thought about the 3. Burst the ball to McCarty, into Bales. Bales bounce baseline. Smith, no good, but she's fouled. So Kennedy, who has 6 points on the night, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. No good. Second one, good. 53-51, Pigeon Forge by 2. Roach with the ball. Could have been a push-off, not called. Or McKinney with the ball. Back to Roach. Comes off a screen. There's an offensive foul. They've gotten away with a couple of those tonight, but not that one. Gatlinburg Pittman ball. Trailing by 2, just underway here, fourth quarter. Henry to Moore, back to Henry. They're leaving Henry open. Moore, 3-point shot is no good. GP steals the ball back. Bales comes out with it. It'll be no shot, a foul. It'll be GP ball under their own basket. Riley Henry into the lineup, replacing Sophie Henry. Ball comes into Bales, hands it back off to McCarty. Comes off 2 screens, jump shot, foul line, no good. Moore rebound, goes up and under, shot's good, and she was fouled. Here will be the replay. McCarty misses the shot. Moore comes in, gets the long rebound, uses Henry as a screen, goes under, and is fouled by Hembry. Moore, free throw is good. Moore has 14 now. And GP leads by 1. Pull-up jump shot is good. Number 15 by Roach. She has 15, and Pigeon Forge goes back in the lead by 1. Skip pass, McCarty to Henry. Into Smith. Back to Moore. 3-point shot. Moore is no good. Rebound battled for. They say it's off McCarty. It will be Pigeon Forge ball. Roach will bring the ball across the timeline. Comes off a screen. Kicks it in the corner. McKinney, 3-point shot is no good. Rebound Moore. You'd think Pigeon Forge has to cool off on those threes. They've been deadly tonight from 3-point range. McCarty. Moore splits 2 defenders. Not beautiful pass down low to Smith, and her shot is blocked. It will stay with GP. Here's what was a beautiful pass right there. McCarty comes out to Smith. Back to McAllister into the lineup for GP. Back to Moore. Moore, pull-up jump shot, baseline, no good. And out of bounds off GP, it will be Pigeon Forge ball. They put McAllister in. McAllister can shoot the three. Ball comes into Roach. Comes over to McClure, to Hensley. Back to Roach. Comes to Nas, guarded by McCarty. Three-point shot is way off this time. Up court, Bales. Bales shots up, good, and they wipe it off and say that she charged. Yeah, that was close. That's one of the most difficult calls officials have to make, and that one could have gone either way. Ball intercepted by Henry. Henry goes up, no good, no foul called. Jump ball is called, possession arrow to the Lady Highlanders. Ball comes into Moore. Down low, Henry. Henry drives, and she's fouled on the drive. Sixth team foul on Pigeon Forge. GP under their own basket into Bales. Has the ball stolen. Shot is up, no good. Out of bounds, off, and a foul's called on GP. I was watching the ball. We'll see here on the replay. And they call over the back on Moore. McClure with 17 points for Pigeon Forge. No, this okay, not shooting foul. Ball comes out. McClure jumper is no good. Rebound, Nos put back up and good. Pigeon Forge by 3. 4:15 left to go in the ball game. McCarty. Back to Henry, to McAllister. Sophie's going to have to take the shot. They're giving her the three-point shot. Baseline intended for Smith. Overthrown, out of bounds. Pigeon Forge ball. We mentioned one home game left against Granger County next Friday night on the 8th. GP will be on the road on February 5th at Gibbs, but last regular season home game, February 8th against Granger. Then we'll have district tournament. They have on one schedule that it starts on the 15th. Most of the time, district tournament, I believe, does not start on a Friday night, so we'll maybe have those dates tuned in by the next home game next Friday night against Granger. But district tournament, GP is playing host, so a lot of basketball action here with the district tournament. 3:58 left to go in the game. Pigeon Forge leads by 3 with the ball. McClure, guarded by McCarty. Roach guarded by McCarty. Roach drives, Shot's no good, and a block's going to be called on Smith. So Roach, who has 15, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw's good. Second one, good. GP, largest lead of the night for Pigeon Forge, 5 points. Henry to McCarty, back to Henry. They want to get the ball to Bales, but they're passing up open shots. Moore, three-point shot is on the way, is short. Rebound. Roach for Pigeon Forge. McKinney guarded by Henry, and there's an offensive foul. On McKinney. Comes off the screen and then just lowers the shoulder. So Parton into the lineup, replacing McKinney. Henry goes to McCarty. Pigeon Forge really doing a good job in this zone. Henry takes the 3. Shot's good. 2-point game. Pigeon Forge leads 59-57. 2:35 left to go in the game. Parton drives. Shot's no good. Rebound Moore. Moore into front court. Back to Henry. Henry left alone. Oh, McCarty will take the jump shot. Is no good. Henry has to take that 3. McClure with the ball. To Nas. Nas, basket no good, but she was fouled. GP got their eyes looking the other side, and the help defense was late getting there. So Nas is 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. She will have 2. Free throw, good. Nas has 8. Second one is in, out, no good. Rebound battled for. Pigeon Forge comes out with it. And left alone, Roach throws a 3 up, no good. Pigeon Forge gets the rebound. Roach to McClure. Timeout asked for by Pigeon Forge. With timeout, 1:18 left to go. Pigeon Forge has the ball, leading by 3. It looks like GP has 3 timeouts left. Pigeon Forge has 2 timeouts left. GP Pep Band playing across the way. Big crowd, as you would expect. Sophie Henry hit her last 3, and they are leaving her open at the top of the key. It may come down to her having to take that shot. Hensley with the ball. Goes to McClure. Thrown away. It will be Gatlinburg-Pittman ball. You do not have to have the 3 here. There is plenty of time. 60-57. Pigeon Forge leading. But that's the shot that they're leaving open right there. They're leaving Henry open for that. There she takes it, drains it. Tie ball game. See, she passed it up, but this time she got her feet set, lined up. You're going to leave me alone. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it. So 52 seconds left in the ball game. Tie game, 60-60. Sophie has 12 points on the night. You obviously want to try not to foul Pigeon Forge here. You want to try to get a steal. If they get an easy layup, yeah, if you can stop the layup, you may not have any choice. But otherwise, you play good defense, and if you don't get the ball back and it's a tie game, you're in overtime. GP with 2 timeouts left, Pigeon Forge with 2. Roach with the ball. Goes to McClure. Ball's out of bounds off Pigeon Forge. It will be Gatlinburg-Pittman ball. So 39 seconds left to go. If GP wants to, and I think I would, if I can, if they're not going to come out and guard me, I would hold it for the last shot. Take no chances here. GP gets it back, goes up, no good. Put back up Bales, no good. Pigeon Forge with it, timeout asked for. GP had 3 good looks at it there. Point blank layups. 2 of them looked like they were down. McCarty here goes up. Looks like it's going, it's off. Bales goes up, no good. Then timeout is asked for. Seven seconds left to go. Look for GP to put some pressure on here in the back court. You don't want to let Pigeon Forge get it in the front court with 5 seconds left to go and have plenty of time to get a shot. Try to make them take 3 or 4 seconds off in the back court, getting the ball up the floor. Tie game, 60-60. GP had the opportunities right there. They need to make sure that she's covered over in the corner. Ball is stolen. Oh. So, we're going to overtime. They did what I thought they would. They made Pigeon Forge work in the back court. And McCarty got rim, I think, on that shot. So, overtime. Both teams with 17 fouls, so both teams in the 1+1 bonus. Pigeon Forge has one timeout left. You may get one more in the overtime. You do, each one. So GP has 3 timeouts left, Pigeon Forge 2. 4-minute overtime. So a hard-fought game all night long. GP led by as many as 8 that I remember. I think Pigeon Forge's largest lead has been 5. Lead has been changed. I couldn't tell you how many times the lead has changed. Dip up controlled by Pigeon Forge. Nas with the ball. McClure, back cut. Hensley, shots up, no good. Gets her own rebound. I'm sorry, that was not Hensley, that was Roach. Basket was good. Pigeon Forge with the lead. Ball goes to Moore. Skip pass, Henry. Thought about the 3, drives into the paint, shot from in front is good. Tie game, 62-62. Shot is no good, in, out from Hensley. GP with the rebound. McCarty, bounce pass, Moore. Back to McCarty, reverses it to Henry. McCarty to Moore. They need to get the ball, turn around and throw it to Henry. She was wide open on the backside. McClure left alone, 3-pointers up and good. You can't leave her alone like that. She has 6 3-pointers on the night, 5 in the second half. 2:20, Pigeon Forge by 3. Henry drives, steps between, has her shot blocked, but a foul is called. So Sophie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Sophie's free throw is short. Big free throw. It's good. Makes it a 2-point game, 2-13. Pigeon Forge with the lead. Roach to McClure. Ball's intercepted by Bales. Bales is hammered. Bales saw the pass coming all the way. And Hensley, that's the 5th foul on Hensley. She'll go to the bench. Ivy, who has 17 on the night, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. First one is good. .158 left to go. Bales will try to tie it up here. Second one is no good. Pigeon Forge with the rebound. Ball almost stolen by McCarty. Nas could have been called for a push-off. Nas drives, has her shot blocked, and GP is hammered, and that's going to send Bailey McDowell to the free throw line. McDowell was going after the ball and got hammered from behind. That's a 10th foul, so McDowell will shoot 2. Free throw is good. It's a tie game. Second one is good. GP leads by 1. Minute 35 left to go. Ball intercepted by Moore. Bring it out. McCarty out to Moore. Over to Bales. To McCarty. McCarty nearly went backcourt that time. Pigeon Forge has gone man-to-man now out of their zone. And there's a foul. They foul Moore. 1:06 left to go in the overtime period. Shelby Moore will shoot 2. Moore, I'm not even going to say it. Moore will have 2 free throws. First one is good. Moore will have the second one to put GP up by 3. Good. Moore is 7 of 7 from the free throw line. That's what I was not going to say before she shot. GP leads by 3. Roach, pull-up jump shot in the paint is good. Pigeon Forge basically a lot of the night has played a 2-man game. They'll set a pick at the elbow, come off the pick, and if they don't have the pick and roll, pull up jump shots open. So, 55 seconds left to go in the ball game. GP leads by 1. GP in the double bonus, Pigeon Forge in the 1+1. GP with 3 timeouts left. Pigeon Forge only has 1 timeout left. Pigeon Forge obviously will try for the steal for a certain period of time, and then they will foul GP. Moore guarded by Roach, gets into front court, and she's fouled. So Moore will go to the free throw line. .46 seconds left to go. GP leading by 1. Make that 2. Shelby will try to make it a 3-point game. Good. Shelby's 9 of 9 from the free throw line. GP leads by 3. Just like that, Roach, that basically was a 1-on-1 matchup, and Roach won the matchup. Makes the easy basket, 2-pointer. There was no help side defense for GP there. So GP leads by 1 with 36 seconds left to go. Again, look for Pigeon Forge to try for the steal. If they don't get it, look for them to foul. I'd say they don't want to foul Shelby Moore. Looks like Pigeon Forge just going to maybe exert a little bit more pressure this time in the backcourt. There's the baseball pass to McCarty. Gets it back, gets it out. That was a risky, and there's a foul, and they fouled Shelby Moore. Moore will go back to the free throw line. Credit Sydney McCarty for keeping that ball alive. That ball was almost stolen. And Moore misses her first free throw. She was 9 of 9. Makes the second. 2-point game. Folks, if you didn't come out to see this game tonight, you missed it. Been a fantastic contest. A few sloppy moments, but by and large, this basketball game's been pretty high quality on both sides. .30 seconds left. Pigeon Forge is out of timeouts. Gatlinburg has 2. Be interesting. There's the replay, and that ball looked like it was stolen, and McCarty just hustled, kept it alive. Pigeon Forge to throw the ball in. 5-second count is on. There's a travel, no call. 10-second count. Boy, I think GP got robbed there. There was a travel. Now there was a travel finally called. So with 16 seconds left to go, GP leads by 2, will throw the ball in. Have to get the pass in cleanly. Ball comes into Henry, back to Moore, and she's fouled. So Shelby will have 2 free throws. First one is no good. Huge free throw here. If she'd made both of them, it would have been a 2-possession game, which would have been tough for Pigeon Forge, but it's essential you make this one. Got to make this one. Misses, but Bales gets the rebound. But they call it off Ivy. So with 11 seconds left to go, Pigeon Forge will have a chance to tie or win the ball game here. Roach into front court, almost loses it. There's a wild shot thrown up, no good. Bales with the rebound. That's going to be the end of the ball game. GP's going to come away with the win in overtime, 71-69. What a ball game. Let me try to give you GP's point totals. Bailey McDowell, 2. Shelby Moore, 19. Sophie Henry, 14. Sydney McCarty, 8. Ivy Bales, 18. Kennedy Smith, 7. So GP goes to 16-6 overall. 7-2 in the district. We'll be back with boys action in just a few minutes.